a solution of a triangle, there's only basically three main formulas, okay, which is the sine formula, which is the cos formula, and the third one is the area of triangle. But under the sine formula, okay, got a few sub this one, and then under the cos formula got a few sub, and then the area of triangle a few things that we need to remember lah. So let's take a look at the sine rule first. Okay, so we use the sine formula. Okay, we use the sine formula when in these two situations. Okay, when I give you one side and two angles, okay, like this. Okay, or I give you two sides and the angle is on the other side of one. Okay, for example, I give you these two sides and then this side and this angle, okay, this side and this angle is connected. So in these two situations, the best rule to use would be the sine rule. Okay, and just as a reminder, sine rule, if it's either A over sine A equals to B over sine B, if you want to find the length. Okay, but if you want to find the angle, you flip it around. Okay, it can be sine A over A equals to sine B over B. So, don't be stuck with the formula that is given in the formula book. Got three together one. Just remember the sine rule. Know which one you want to find. If you want to find the length, kalau kau mau cari panjang, you put the length on top here. If you want to find the angle, then you put the angle on top here. The most important thing is that the angle and the length must be the one that is opposite to one another. Okay, that is the important thing. Now, when we talk about sine rule, okay, we need to talk about a case which is called the ambiguous case. Okay, the ambiguous case, or in another word, we call this the when it is obtuse. Okay, obtuse angle. And only the sine rule has this problem. Okay, sometimes when you count the sine, okay, you will get one value. But then if it is obtuse, if the question say that the angle is obtuse, or if the question say the angle is more than 90 degrees, okay, or okay, the angle is between 90 to 180 degrees, all these mean the same thing. Okay, it means that after you get the answer, use 180 minus the answer that you get, okay, to get the obtuse angle. Okay, so you need to be very sure. Read the question properly. Make sure that the angle, whether it is acute or whether it is obtuse. Acute means less than 90 degrees. Obtuse means more than 90 degrees. And only these two situations only. Okay, if the question don't say anything, then assume that it is acute. Okay, only if the question say it is obtuse, then you have to use this the extra step over here lah. Okay, we've done all this before, so this is just revision, just to help you jog your memory again. Hopefully you still remember lah. Okay, so that's the first one, the sine rule. Okay, the second one is the cos rule. Okay, the second one, cos rule, okay, involves two situations. Okay, the first situation is if you're given all three sides, no angle. Okay, if you're given all the three sides, you want to find the angle, then you use cos rule. Or you are given two sides and the angle is in between the two sides. That's what this means, one included angle. Included angle means, okay, let's say I give you the triangle like this. Okay, I give you 3, this one is 5.5. This is the included angle. Okay, then you use the cos rule. If it is the sine rule like this one, given two sides and a non-included angle, okay, non-included angle means okay, this is 3, this is 5.5, and I give you this angle. This is non-included. Why is it non-included? Because dia hanya menyentuh 3 saja. It doesn't touch the 5.5. So the included angle means the angle touches both the sides that is given to you. Okay, so in this situation, okay, if I give you 3 sides, or if I give you the 2 sides and one included angle, then we use the cos rule. Okay, cos rule is just simply a squared equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Okay, I'm writing this very fast because actually you're supposed to know already, so don't like, where did we learn this? Please, okay. Then after that, after we look at cos rule, so the good thing about cos rule, okay, the good thing about cos rule is got no such thing as obtuse one. Doesn't really matter. Okay, you don't have, there's no extra step lah. If you shift sine yada yada, bahkan you may get an angle that is more than 90 degrees, totally no problem. Only the sine rule has this problem with the obtuse angle. Okay, remember that, all right. Sorry, the next thing is the area of triangle. Okay, now area of triangle got two formula lah. Okay, one formula is if I give you all three sides. Okay, if I give you all three sides, then we use Heron's formula. Heron's formula means you take the entire three sides, then you divide by 2, and then after that s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, and you square root the whole thing. Okay, this is Heron's formula. But this one is if I give you all three sides, no angle, then we use Heron's formula. Okay, but the standard one is actually this one, half AB sine C. Okay, this is the included angle. Okay, and these are the two sides. So you can only use half AB sine C if you have two sides, and then the two sides there, the angle included is given. Okay, now don't forget also that the thing that you learn in Form 1, which is half times base times height, okay, also we use. Okay, it is three different ways of counting the same thing depending on what the information is given. Okay, if I give you a triangle, I give you all the formula. You use Heron's formula, you use this formula, you use this formula, you will always get the same answer. Okay, it's just three different ways of counting the same thing. Okay, now usually when we use half times base times height, this formula, okay, we always talk about this situation, okay, where you see the words shortest distance. Okay, when you see the shortest distance from one point to one line, usually okay, the shortest distance is the height. Okay, that's you. I mean, most of the time the questions will put like that Find the shortest distance, blah 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 blah. So you must say, shortest distance means I must use the half times base times height formula. But I need to know the area. Okay, I need to know the area. Then only I can find the height. So how you find the area? You use this formula You use Heron's formula Either way then you use the same area, put it into the Form 1 formula, and then after that find the height. Okay, so that is the summary of this entire chapter in 10 minutes. Okay, this entire chapter in 10 minutes. If you want to take a screenshot of this, I guess you can take a screenshot of this if you want. But actually these notes are inside your book already I mean inside somewhere in your module Okay, it will be good to take out that page just to refer to it. All right. Okay, let me go to the questions. Okay, this is the continuation from yesterday's one. So yesterday we looked at index number. Okay, and now today we're going to look at the solution of triangles. Okay, so everybody get your calculators ready because I'm going to call your names again today to calculate all this for me Okay, get your calculator ready and get your pen and paper ready Okay, because we're going to answer this. All right. Let's take a look at question 14. Okay, diagram 6 shows a quadrilateral, okay, EFGH. Quadrilateral means got four sides. Oh, sorry. Okay, four sides, Okay, so EFGH. But actually, the four sides there got two triangles. Okay, find the angle of EGF, this one. Okay, we want to find this angle. Okay, let's take a look at this triangle. This triangle, they give you the two sides and a non-included angle is not included, and we want to find this. So what do we use? We use sine rule. Okay, so I'm going to write there sine G over 14. Kan? This one is this one, equals to sine 32 over 8. Okay? All right. Can you calculate this G for me, please? Go and remember back. Come, let's remember back. How do I count the G? Okay. Question doesn't say anything about acute and obtuse. Okay. If you take a look at this one, this is definitely less than 90 degrees. So nothing to worry about. Okay. We just carry on as if we are just carrying on. Okay. Calculate the G for me, please. Everyone calculate first, and then I will call your name. Okay, very good. 68.027 degrees. Okay, so everybody, everybody don't forget, okay, don't forget how to do this, all right? Okay, the length of EG, okay, let me rub this off. Oh, no. Okay, let me rub this off, Okay, now that we have this for angle, we have this angle, it says here, this is 68.027 degrees. Okay, how do we find the length of EG? EG over here. Okay, there are a few ways lah. Okay, we can find this angle, and we can find this angle, and then after that we use the sine formula again. Or if you take a look at this, okay, we have this one, and we want to find this one, and we have the included angle over here. Okay, or we can even use this included angle if we want. Okay, we can use the sine formula. Okay, the cos formula. Okay, so for our discussion here, I'm going to use the cos formula. So the included angle is 32. I'm going to use 32 because it's safe. Okay, this one I want to find. So I'm going to call this A. This is 14 and this is the opposite. Okay, so cos angle, let me remind you. Oh no, you know what? I'm going to call this B. Okay, so A squared equals to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos A. Okay, so the A squared and the cos A is the side and the angle that is opposite one another. So the A is the 8. Okay, so 8 squared equals to 14 squared plus B squared. I'm going to write here B lah. Okay,随便 lah, I like. Okay, minus 2 times 14 times B times cos 32. Okay, 2 times 14 times B cos 32. I think, hold on now. I think this is a slightly more difficult way to do this now. Okay, you know what? Let's not do this. You know why? Because there's a B squared and a B. Okay, B squared and B means you're going to have to do quadratic equation. So not so good. So maybe we use the original method that I said just now lah. Okay, use sine rule. Sine rule easier because got no square one. Okay, so let me draw again. This is 68.027. Okay, David, can you count for me this angle, please? Okay, 79.793. All right, 79.793. And so we can use any combination we want lah, okay, to find this EG over here. Now, since we want to find the side EG, okay, we put EG on top. So EG over sine 79.793. Okay, equals to, okay, I'm going to use the safe one, 8 and 32. All right, so 8 over sine 32. Okay, Yvonne, can you calculate for me the length of EG, please? 14.86. Okay, I'm going to use 3 decimal places, 858 lah. 14.858. Okay, I'm going to do that. So we have EG is 14.858. Let's go to the next question. By using Heron's formula, calculate the area of EGH. Okay, so now we have this one. We have 3 sides. 3 sides, definitely we have to use Heron's formula lah. Okay, really no choice there. So Heron's formula, the first thing we need to do is find the value of S first. Okay, we have to find the value of S. Okay, so S will be the 3 sides you plus together, and then after that you divide by 2, right? Okay, so 14.858 plus 6 and 10.2. 6 plus 10.2 divide by 2. Okay, Freya, can you calculate this for us, please? And then after that, we're going to straight away use Heron's formula. Area equals to S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C, the whole thing, square root. Okay, Freya, can you calculate S for us, please? $15.529. Okay. Now I'm going to ask Wei Chen, Stephanie, and Wong Zhong Han. Can you please calculate this, and this? S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So 15.529. Okay, Wei Chen, S minus A, please. Stephanie, S minus B, Wong Zhong Han, S minus C. 0.671, yeah. Stephanie, oh, you know what? Stephanie just came in, so I'm just going to do it for her. 15.529 minus 6. 9.529. Okay, Benedict, calculate this, please. Make sure you square root correctly, yeah. 23.0027. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Okay, like this, 23.0027. All right, now, see this word? Find the shortest length. Okay, from point H. Sorry, I'm going to rub this off. Find the shortest point from point H to straight line EG. So this is the height. And this is the height. We have the base, which is 14.858. Remember, when you see the word shortest length, shortest perpendicular distance, all this is the same thing. Okay, take note of these words: perpendicular distance, shortest length. Okay, everything refers to the height. Okay, so area equals to half times base times height. Okay, the area we have, because we already use Heron's formula to count. Area is 23.0027 times half. What is our base? Our base is 14.858. Okay, 14.858 times the height. Okay, Charlotte, can you count the height for us, please? Oh, Charlotte's not here. Okay, Michi, height 3.097. Okay, cm lah. I don't need to worry about the cm. Okay, all right. Now let's go to this one. Sketch a triangle of EFG prime. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at the original EFG. Okay, if they say EFG prime, means you want to take a look at only the original triangle EFG. Okay, let me draw the EFG first. Okay, EFG. I know that EG is 14.858. Okay, this is 8 cm and EF is 14. Okay, this is 32 degrees. Okay, sketch a triangle, different triangle, okay, different shape, but the FG prime equals to FG, and the FEG prime equals to FEG, the original one. Okay, that means this one maintain. Okay, angle maintain. If the angle maintain means these two sides cannot move. This side and this side cannot move. Okay, the angle must maintain, so these two sides cannot move lah. They can change the length, but they cannot move. Okay, they must remain there. So there's only one line that can move, which is the line that they ask us to move. Okay, and the only way that this can happen is if I bring this one over here until I form a isosceles triangle. This is an 8 cm. Okay, so I'm going to have G prime over here like this. Okay, and they only ask you to sketch lah. Usually they will ask you to calculate the angle lah, but don't worry. Okay, in this case, they just ask you to sketch. So if you already sketch, what you need to do, okay, do like what I did, like you draw the original triangle, okay, the one that I say in green, okay, and then after that, you draw the line, the new line, okay, that makes up the G prime. I need to see both triangles, okay, in order for you to get the full 2 marks. Okay, so the angle is the same, the 32-degree angle is the same, the 8 cm, the length is the same, except that kalau kita lihat this triangle kan, dia sudah membentuk an isosceles triangle. Segitiga sama kaki, the leg is the same. Okay, now since we are doing revision, I want to also remind you that actually after they ask you to sketch, usually they will ask you to find a certain angle. And usually they will ask you to find this angle. Okay, and actually very easily done. You know why? Because if you have this angle, you also have, sorry, I need to change color. Okay, if you have this angle, this angle and this angle is the same, the two black color one. Okay, do we have the angle? Hold on, 32 sine G. Oh, we do. That's 68.027. Okay, so if this is 68.027, so this also is 68.027. And so can you find for me this angle in blue? How much is this angle in blue? Sinbury? What is the angle of E, G prime, and F? Okay, it will be 111.973. Because it's straight line, so you just minus 180 degrees from the 68.027. So this is a very important thing, it's not in the question, okay, but usually they will ask one. They will ask you to sketch this one, and then they will ask you to find a certain angle, or they ask you to find a certain length. Okay, so the key or the clue to this is to remember that the new triangle and the old triangle, the angle of both the kaki is the same angle. That's why I said when you draw the new triangle, include the old triangle as well. Okay, when you draw the new triangle, make sure you include the old triangle so that you can see, okay, that it is an isosceles. So this is how I would draw this. Okay, so the original triangle is like this lah. Oh no, not so long lah. Okay, like this. This is the original triangle. Okay, so this is E, this is F, this is G. So all I need to do is just draw another line where this and this is the same length. So this will be G prime. Okay, then after that I put all the sides and the angles in lah. Okay, so that's how we would answer this question. Okay, be very careful. This is a very popular question. Okay, sketch the graph lah, blah blah blah. Okay, it's always good to practice this lah. All right, let's take a look at this diagram. Okay, question number 15. Diagram shows a combination of triangles PQR, PRS, and QRS. Okay, what I want you to look at is that all three triangles are joined together. They are not. Okay, when I look at this, at first I thought it was a 3D diagram, but actually it is not. Okay, it is just three triangles and kena cantum sama-sama. Okay, so we need to be very careful with this. It doesn't say if it is a 3D diagram, then it will say 3D diagram, but this is just a combination of triangles. Okay, now given that PR is 11, QS is 6, RS is 4, RQS is 38. Now, area of PRS is 8.95. So this one, this triangle, the area is 8.95. Find the angle of PRS. Okay, can I find this angle? Okay, take a look at the triangle PRS. Two sides and one included angle. Okay, and they give you the area. Can you find the angle? Can. Okay, we use area equals to half AB sine C. So the area is 8.95. Half A is 11, B is 4, and sine C is the one that we want to find here lah. Okay, I'm going to say sine R lah, because the letter over here is R. Yes, okay. Now, this one we need to be very careful with this. Okay, why do I say this? Okay, first of all, let's count in this first lah. Okay, I bring everything the other side after I multiply. So I get 8.95. Okay, I'll get 0.4068 equals to sine R. Okay, Dennis, can you please tell me what is the value of the angle of R? If sine R equals to 0.4068, what is R? Okay, 24.00. I'm going to just write 24.004 lah. Okay, but I think because it's so tiny, okay, because it's so tiny, I'm just going to say 24. Okay, I teach you already, Dennis, so please don't forget. Okay, now this angle is, they say that the angle is 24. But take a look at the diagram, everybody. Take a look at the diagram. Okay, if you take a look at this angle, they say that this angle 24, it doesn't make sense, right? Okay, so this one is where we need to be very careful. Look at the angle of R, especially if it is a sine, if it is a shift sine. Look at the angle of R. This one definitely cannot be 24 degrees. It's too big to be 24 degrees. That means R is an obtuse angle. Okay, the diagram tells us this. The question doesn't say, but when we see the diagram, it's very obvious R is an obtuse angle. So we have to make one extra step to count. Okay, so R equals to 180 minus 24. This will give you 156 degrees. Be very careful about this. That's why I want to answer this question. Okay, to show you that sometimes the student, the question say, actually the question also say but the diagram also tells us that PRS and QRS, okay, are obtuse angles. Be very careful with this. Okay, careful about the obtuse. All right, so PRS is 156 degrees. Now, let's find the length of PS. Okay, can I find the length of PS? Can lah. Okay, we already have the angle, we already have the two sides, so we can use cos formula. Okay, PS squared equals to 11 squared plus 4 squared minus 2 times 11 times 4 times cos 156. Okay, everybody, I want to remind you, calculate this first and then only you count in the rest. Okay, calculate the one first, and then only you count in the rest. Okay, can I have oh, great. I want to have Olivia to answer this. Olivia, can you please calculate the one that I underline in green first? Okay, negative 80.392. Okay, and this is the reason why I wanted Olivia to calculate this. You're going to get a negative answer, but in front there is a minus. Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay, the negative and negative will become plus altogether. Okay, Jack, calculate for me, please. PS squared equals to how much? And then after that, tell me what is PS. Okay, 14.744 cm. Okay, so I'm just going to put this here, 14.744 cm. I'm going to rub all this off because we are going to hit a question that is going to be very interesting for us. This is 156. Okay. QSP, the angle of QS and P. Okay, QSP. Now, remember, guys, this is a combination of triangles. It is not a 3D diagram. Okay, so in order for us to find the angle of QS and P, we will have to find this angle, QSR, and then we have to find this angle, RSP, and then we add them together. Okay, that's the only way to do this. Okay, we can, okay, how do we find the value of, let's start with QSR first lah. Okay, let's start with QSR. Okay. Sorry. Can 10 minutes we can finish this. As long as everybody is ready with their calculator, we can do this one. Okay, let's start with QSR first. How do we find QSR? We have 38 here, we have 4, we have 6. We have to find this angle first lah. Okay, so sine r over 6 equals to sine 38 over 4. Okay, can I have r please? Deborah. Okay, Deborah, you do this, and then at the same time, I'm going to do the second one. How do I find this angle? Okay, since I have 156 and 14.744, I have 11 and this angle, right? So I can count lah. Sine S over 11 equals to sine 156 over 14.744. Okay, S is this for me. Yvonne, can you calculate the S for me, please? Okay, 0. Oh, this is sine R. Sine R is 0.923. So what is R? Okay, 67.442. But guys, take a look at this. Look at this angle. Okay, and remember this. PRS and QRS is obtuse angle. So there is an extra step over there. Okay, so actually R is not 67.442, but actually it is 180 minus 67.442. Okay, Deborah, can you calculate that for me, please? 112.558. So this angle is 112.558. Okay, Freya, can you tell me what this angle is? If this is 38, this is 112.558. How much is this? Okay, Freya. Yvonne, I'm still waiting for this angle. How much is this? Hi, Yvonne. Okay, so this is, okay, finally we got in the first angle, 29.442. Okay, so this one got in already. Now we need to count in this one. Still waiting for Yvonne. Can I, Yvonne? Sine S over 11 equals to sine 156 over 14.744. How do I find the angle of S? Okay, very good. 17.665. I think that's the answer. Yes, okay, 17.665. Let's leave it at that. Okay, and so then we can already find the combination of both. Okay, this is 17.665. This is 29.442. So the angle of QSP equals to 17.665 plus 29.442, which will give us, this one I count lah. Okay, we will get about 47 degrees, 0.107, 47.107 degrees. Okay, so actually the calculation is not very difficult. I think probably the more difficult one is the one that Deborah was doing just now, the one with the obtuse angle. Okay, so that one we need to be a little bit careful lah. All right, last one. The area of the triangle PQS. Okay, let's take a look at this again. PQS, the whole thing. Oh no, the area of the whole thing. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we have. Okay. If we want to find the area of the whole thing, okay, we have 6 here. Okay, do we have PS? Yes, we have PS. PS is 14.744. And we have this angle already. We calculated just now. Okay, which is 47.107. Okay, so we can use the area formula lah. Okay, so area D equals to 1 over 2 times 14.744 times 6 times sine 47.107 degrees. Okay, this final one is Ong Wei Chen. Ong Wei Chen, can you calculate this for us, please? Okay, very good. 32.406 centimeter squared. Okay, I want you to take a look at this question before we call it a day. I want you to take a look at this question. Now, this is what we call a dangerous question. You know why it's dangerous? Because if your answer for A is wrong, your answer will B will be wrong, your answer will be C will be wrong, your answer will D will be wrong. So this is why we call this a dangerous question, because if your answer A wrong, the rest all will be wrong. Okay. So what happens? What happens to your marks lah? Okay, when you, if let's say you get the answer wrong, and then everything else you already do the correct method, but you just got the wrong answer because the A question you answered wrongly. Okay, remember just now the A question I said, what if you just left it at 67.442? You didn't change it to obtuse. So a very dangerous question, this one, because the first question already say obtuse already lah. That's why you need to be very careful. Okay, so what will happen is, if let's say all your working is correct, kalau semua jalan kerja kamu betul bahkan, you will definitely get marks for the working. You just won't get marks for the answer. Okay, so let's say all your answers are wrong, but your working is all correct. So instead of 2 marks, you will get 1 mark. Here you will get 1 mark. Here you get 2 marks. Here you get 2 marks. You still are able to get now 6 out of 10, even though your answer is wrong. Okay, which is why I say in admits the answer is not as important as the working. You can't. The answer is only 4 marks, but the working is 6 marks. In paper 2, if you just give me the answer and no working, okay, let's say you very lihai lah, you just calculate outside in the paper, or you calculate inside your brain, then after you come with the answer, right, you can only get a maximum of 4 marks. Okay, because the paper 2 marking is like that. No working means I only give you the mark for whatever you write. So that's why I said, okay, that's why I say people, okay, the working is more important than the answer. Okay, the working is 6 marks, the answer only 4 marks only. 4 questions means 4 answers, means 4 marks only. Look at this one just now. This is how many? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, sketch cannot lah. Okay, let's say this one lah. 8 marks. Okay. 4 marks for answer and 4 marks for working. Okay, so you want to focus on the working, making sure that your working is correct, because most of the time the working has more marks than the answer. Okay, all right, so for your homework today, please take a look at these 3 questions. Okay, in this one lah. This question is a little bit difficult. Okay, this question number 3 over here is a little bit difficult. Okay, it's a good question, but it's a little bit difficult. Focus on the first 2 questions. Okay, if you can do just these first 2, it's already very good already lah. Okay, especially question number 1. If you cannot answer question number 2, question number 3, okay, not so important. Make sure you can answer question number 1. Okay, question number 1 is the simplest of them all, and I hope that you can do a little bit of revision for your upcoming exam. Okay.